Welcome home to USA Global TV and Radio, a place where dreams take flight, with authentic storytelling, diverse perspectives and meaningful conversations, where global stories unite and bridges are built beyond all borders. Discover world-class education, entertainment, hope and inspiration. Together, we're building bridges worldwide. Subscribe to our channel, USA Global TV. Download our app, USA Global TV. Be our guest or join our team. Visit usaglobaltv.com. Thanks to our founder and executive producer, Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Music score by Yeffy Tang from Cloud Road Music. Voiceover artist Mike Porter. Creative direction by Paul Garcia. USA Global TV and Radio. Your home for global connection. All rights reserved. This video and its contents are the exclusive property of USA Global TV and Radio. Unauthorized use, duplication or redistribution in any form is strictly prohibited.
Welcome to Talking Heads on USA Global TV and Radio, where wisdom meets experience. Join a dynamic lineup of thought leaders, professionals, and changemakers from around the world. Dr. Madalene Chan from the UK, Mariska Dupreya from Australia, Red O'Loughlin from Texas, USA, Carolyn Heward from the UK, Zunette Lub from Cape Town, South Africa, as they share expert insights, personal journeys, and impactful strategies for success. Talking Heads isn't just a show, it's a global stage for education, collaboration, and inspiration. So elevate your knowledge, expand your perspective, engage in conversations that matter. Streaming globally, empowering locally, this is Talking Heads, only on USA Global TV and Radio.
Hi, and a very warm welcome to Talking Heads. My name is Dr. Madalene Chan, and a very warm welcome to our viewers on USA Global TV and Radio, and not forgetting our E360 TV viewers, our USA Global TV and Radio viewers on YouTube, on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter X, and TikTok. So for today's topic for my episode on Talking Heads, I will be sharing with you a topic called Being a Light in This World is a Journey. Now that's quite a mouthful, isn't it? Being a light in this world is quite a journey. So before I go on talking about the topic, I would like to first clear the energies. For those of you that are already familiar with how I open the show with the Talking Heads, I like to, and for those that are new, I would just like to share with you that wherever we are, we're collecting energy. We are energy, so we're collecting stale energy or negative energy, and it all gets stored up and it goes within our energy field. So what we need to do is, if you look at something where photo frames, so where you've been previously during that day, like for example, I was walking in the nature and I saw many people and met many people as well, as it's a bank holiday Monday over here in the UK. So with that, I had lots of different energies. So what I needed to do is, now that I am present now, ready to share with you the message, I need to clear the energy. So I'm in a new photo frame, let's say a frame. Therefore, I need to close down the energies that I experienced previously with those people around the energies. So I need to seal it so it's contained in that time capsule, really, if you look at it like that. How we do that, I have my singing bowl. The singing bowl, my lovely brother and sister-in-law brought it back from Tibet, from the village, made of several different metal alloys, which the function is to break down the ions in the atmosphere. So stored up energy that can no longer move because it's blocked. So I take here the mallet and quickly, and just a tap. And what that does, it sends a frequency and it emits out, and it breaks down the energy. Why does it break down the energy? Let me tell you. I got to read from here. Okay, so this singing bowl is made of 7 sacred metals. It is gold, which is the sun, silver, the moon, Mercury, copper, Venus, iron, Mars, and tin, Jupiter. Oh, not forgetting lead, which is Saturn. So the moon, the sun, the moon, the Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Because it's made of these ions and representing the 7 planetary systems. So when you do this, the metals go out there and break down the stored negative energy or energy that's become stuck. What you have to do then is the smaller mallet will bring a higher frequency. So the lower frequency will work with the lower chakras, for example, the root chakra, the sacral chakra. The root chakra is to do with our survival instinct, is to do with providing. So that's the root, the base. Then our sacral is to do with our creativity, which is the orange color. So the root chakra is the red. The sacral is the creativity and sensuality. And then we've got our emotions, which are here. Like the sun is the sun, and that's where all our emotions are stored. Then we go on to our heart, which when our heart is open, we're able to convey and express who we truly are and how our truth comes out. My ring wants to tap onto there for some reason. Then we've got that the throat chakra, which is where we bring our expression of our authenticity and our truth. Then we have here the third eye, which is where we see with the third eye of the unseen, connected to the astral and beyond. And then we have the crown chakra, which is connected to other realms and our higher consciousness. So if you have a headache, just place it between your brow, and that will just cleanse, purify, and alchemize. So if you haven't got one of these lovely singing bowls, what you can do is clap. Set the intention that you're clearing this energy before you start clapping. Otherwise you're clapping for no reason. So you set the intention, you're here, you're clapping to clear the energy. Another one is here, the snow quartz. And what it does, it breaks down all the energy and brings clarity. There we go. Okay. So it's important too, wherever you've been, make sure you cleanse, make sure you alchemize that energy, so that the energy can then start flowing freely through. Right, so for today's topic, being a light in this world is a journey. So what I mean by this and how I'd like to express this is, once you start to wake up and things in your life where you weren't normally comfortable with, but now are quite annoying, and you're actually questioning the people, events, situations, feelings, that is when you start to say, there's got to be more to life than this. And more to life than this, it means that I am no longer resonating with how I was brought up, how this world functions. I no longer resonate on this material dimension, on this material, in the way that limitation, limiting your self-power, limiting your own authenticity, limiting your own voice to suit other people's opinions and situations, and to keep the peace, as we used to do it. When you say, oh, I'm just going to remain silent because I'm going to keep the peace. From 2012, we entered what we're calling the era of love. The era of love began 2012 on this earth, the organic planet, Mother Earth. And from then, we as a human collective, those that agreed to wake up in 2012, were chosen. It was part of their soul contract to wake up and listen and go within and listen to their heart and their wisdom, connected to the universe in the way of being a conduit, connecting, listening to your guides and your angels, going on this path of awakening. Yet in 2012, the world was knee-deep entrenched in 3D matrix. The matrix, the illusion, the life. The matrix is the world as we know it, the old belief system. Now, we are now in 2025. In 2021 was the age of Aquarius. And the age of Aquarius is when the Aquarian sign is unity, friendship, being there for others rather than self, loving, nurturing, caring. The age of Aquarius is about connecting to the 5D collective consciousness. So being a light in this world is a journey, because what you have been taught, what you have been brought up by, what your background, what the thesis of your life has been, does no longer resonates and make sense, because the light in that world seems false, because you have moved on. Your heart has awakened, and what resonated before no longer resonates. For example, in relationships, you could be going out with someone and you've been out with them for a long time, and at the beginning it was beautiful, it was love, it was lust, it was passion. But then passion and lust only lasts for so long. You need something more to sustain that, to hold that. So when you're being a light in this world, that low vibration no longer stimulates you, because one needs to experience the different sides of love, being able to have no fear in a relationship, being able to try new things, explore lands together, and not have a judging or inner critic that blocks that new adventure. Because when you have one partner that says, hey, you know what, can we try this? Can we do this? Can we go here? Oh, let's, on the spur of the moment, let's go to a field and have a picnic. Let's do this. And the other partner goes, oh, no, I don't want to go because I don't want to get bites on my leg, and I don't want to have this. I don't want to. It's almost blocking. They are blocking that pure energy and that joy from that spontaneity. So what happens is the other partner goes, oh, okay, I understand. But let's say it carries on and on and on, and it's almost a pattern. So you have one partner that is full of light, awakening, happy to explore and try out the new. For the soul likes to evolve and experience new things. Our ego likes to stay within our safety comfort zone, going, oh no, you shouldn't go there because it's our shadow. It's our shadow. You shouldn't go there because this will happen to you. That will do, this will happen. It's almost with having this belief, you're already setting the intention by voicing out, this is going to happen and this is going to happen. So how can two people be harmonized when there's one on another timeline and the other is on the other timeline, and neither, well, actually, one of you will have to come to a balance and compromise and say, okay, all right, let's do it your way. I understand. I'm fine with that. Now, because we're in 2025, this will no longer do. There'll be a lot of gaps within relationships because the other person cannot carry that other person. Everyone has to be held accountable for their actions, for their reactions, for their words, for their thoughts. They have to be held accountable. It will no longer work where someone would carry someone, be that voice for that person, be that strength, be that protector for that person, where that person would no longer think for themselves. They would no longer have the confidence to do things because they will say, oh, it's okay because so-and-so will do that. So I'm happy with that. Now, they won't be happy with that anymore. So when that person was doing everything for them, that person is no longer happy and wants to try out for themselves now. But the other person, because they've been used to being that energy representing that strength, they find it quite threatening because that person wants to try something new. So this is what we're going to have. We're having breakdown of relationships. So being a light in this world is a journey because you will have breakdown. The breakdown of relationships. The breakdown of how we treat our bodies. If we're still in that stage where we are having a lot of toxins, then the breakdown is coming along, meaning the masks are off. So being a light in this world is where the masks finally come off. So what's hidden behind, swept under the carpet, will now, that dust will, like a gust of wind, come through that carpet underneath, and that dust will just come out, will just like a gust of wind, gust of dust will just come out. Nothing will be hidden. The problem is that in relationships, there will be your spouse or your girlfriend, boyfriend, or your partner that will try trickery. Yes, trickery. So that means they will try and do the best they can in the way that you want to try out new things and explore lands, and they'll go along with it. But the thing is, now that the masks have been removed, if you're not feeling the truth of this, the other person, your partner, your friend, what relationship you have with that person will feel that this is not what you want. Because soul talk, 2025 is when soul talking commences. Whereas it was about our ego connected with our outer world, our decisions, everything was decided from the outside world. Everything had to be a fact and seen to believe. With soul talk, soul language, it's about going within and experiencing a whole new world. So being a light in this world, it's difficult to take this journey with someone else. Now, I don't mean that you have to leave your partner. I don't mean that at all. Depends. If it's part of your soul contract, you will feel it. Not from me saying this, but you will feel the truth. You will feel the essence. You will feel something is out of alignment. We are no longer in alignment with each other. Therefore, you need to question it and try work it out and find out how you can bridge the gaps to mend the broken bridge, because that's what we're doing. We're now entering into the realm of broken bridges in every aspect of our life. Broken bridges on an emotional, on a physical, on a mental and auric energy field. We have to break to mend. So being a light in this world is a journey, because at first, when you open your heart to the light, it's like utopia. It's like, wow, it's magic, it's fabulous, and you want to stay up there. But guess what? You can't. So you get that first burst of glow up, happiness, joy. Wow, this is so much freedom, and I'm so happy about this. I'm so embracing my newness. But the universal says, okay, we've begun this journey now. This is the master path of love, being a light in this world. But now we have to do the work. And the work is we have to walk through and accept our shadow. We have to become friends with the shadow of ourself. We have to become friends with the ego self of ourself. We have to become more heart-centric, so that through our reactions to something, through our words, our thoughts, our actions, have to be coming from the inner world of our higher intuition, our soul language activation, rather than coming from a place of our closed up fear. Because the soul wants to evolve. Now, not everyone with their soul contract has agreed to awaken up and ascend. There are some souls that are here to play out the 3D and be that role model to continue with the belief system and the 3D, so that the souls that have agreed to awaken will awaken at that given time. So that's what we have to understand. So before we come to a close, I would just like to talk to you about the 5 low vibration that we have to all look at as a collective heart consciousness, because being a light in this world is about alchemizing an inner standing. When you are emanating low vibration, out of alignment energies, that are attached to these low vibrational characteristics. Gossip, judgment in the outside world. For example, when you judge someone's actions, someone's words, your inner critic judge, when you start to criticize and say, well, I look this and I'm never going to be able to look great because I'm big, I'm ugly, I'm this. You've just done strikes upon yourself. You've just placed hexes on yourself. So it's about meeting yourself in the middle for you to become more like a doctor to yourself and say, okay, we need a bit of a conversation here. What's going on here? All right, I can see this is a pattern. This is how you're speaking. This is what you feel about yourself. Right, let's go deeper into this. So you become a guru. So being a light in this world, you become the guru within your world, because no one else will understand your inner world, your inner universe, but you. You are the expert. We have people that are practitioners and guidance that can help to guide you and give you the tools. But at the end of the day, it's through your intention, it's through your feeling, it's through your faith and belief that you want to become this. You want to aspire to this. You want to cleanse this. You want to purge this. You want to alchemize this. You want to be free. We're all here, sovereign beings, to be free, to co-create with the Creator, with all our actions, our words, our thoughts. This is very important. So going back to our lower vibrations, be careful and try to be aware when you're judging, when you're gossiping, when you're condemning someone, when you're criticizing someone, and when you're blaming someone. These are all low vibrational energies. Okay, with that, we have 2 minutes left. All right, so my name is Dr. Madalene Chan. I've really enjoyed sharing with you. Being a light in this world is a journey for my talking heads. I am the author of Star Child here, about the love and fear and about having help from as above, the universe, to help to awaken to our divine star child within. And I just want to say, for the rest of the week, make sure you have the time. Go for a walk. Walk bare feet on the grass. Ground yourself. Center yourself. Make sure wherever you've been, clear that energy to start the new frame. Everything is a frame. Now is that moment. Be in the now. Make sure that you're just there for yourself. Take time for yourself, because being a light in this world is a journey. And today is the day that we are out there now as a collective consciousness. We are lights in this world, and we are on a collective heart, divine mind and soul journey to bring out our divine star child, our creative genius of passion, purpose and belief. All right, I will see you next time on Talking Heads. Bye.
Thank you, viewers and listeners of USA Global TV and Radio, for joining us today. We're honoured to have your time and attention as part of our global community. At USA Global TV and Radio, we believe in the power of authentic conversations, meaningful connections, and creating a world of possibilities together. Want to be part of something bigger? Join our team of elevated listeners at usaglobaltv.com, a space where your voice matters and your ability to listen transforms relationships. Stay connected with us across all our platforms for thought-provoking discussions, expert insights, and empowering stories. Subscribe to our channels at youtube.com/c/USA Global TV. follow us on social media and explore the endless opportunities we're creating for growth, learning and inspiration. Together, we're not just broadcasting, we're building bridges and changing lives one conversation at a time. For inquiries, contact us at info@usaglobaltv.com. Music by Johnny Dyes. Produced by Executive Producer and Director Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Voiceover by Mike Porter. Creative Direction by Paul Garcia. All rights reserved. Copyright 2025. Visit usaglobaltv.com to view our full terms and conditions.